Hey, JayGo. Are you camping with DISORI3NT again this year?
Yes. I sure am. Those geeks are my peoples.
I was wondering if you thought I should go to Burningman.
Well, hot damn. That's a very good question. I can give you 7 good reasons why you should not go to Burningman, and then you can decide for yourself. There are negatives as well as positives to the playa, and you should know about them. Because it's only through a clear-eyed assessment of the pros and cons of a situation that a wise, informed choice about attendance can be made.
What do you mean?
Well, number 1. The place never shuts up. Ever. So if you're a big fan of beauty sleep, it's very likely that you may not be happy a lot of the time. On my first morning there one year, I was awoken by a guy on a bicycle with a megaphone, cycling through the quiet side of town, a conceit which no longer exists by the way, who was shouting, at the top of his lungs, "Everyone shut the fuck up. People are trying to sleep. Do not ruin their burn by being too loud. Be fucking quiet." Doing the megaphone bit is important for many people's Burning Man experience. Complaining about them to rangers and police just isn't cool. So suck it up. Also, many camps on the Esplanade and on the end wings regard thumping loud dance music at all hours as a moral and artistic imperative. Learning to sleep 10 feet behind a sound system pounding outside trance can be an exercise in patience that will test the boot out.
At least it's not dubstep.
Oh yes. There will be dubstep and most of it will sound the same, and you will want to kill yourself. But that's a whole other subject. Number 2. Your shit will get broken. Try to remember that the more shit you bring, the less of a chance that you will not experience breakage of said shit. The dust itself is a major irritant to equipment. For every 4 hours you spend planning your fairly complicated installation or prop-based immersive experience, you should spend 6 hours working out practical ways to protect your stuff. Do not underestimate the amount of effort it will take to shield your shit from the desert and from fucked up people. If you are not prepared to do this, leave it at home. Nobody will miss it. There's too much stuff out there already.
That sounds like a lot of shit to think about.
Yes, it is. And number 3. The weather is completely unpredictable. Rain? Sure. Snow? Check. Hail? Hell yeah. Cold? Hoo boy. 120-degree temperatures? Woot. Plan for any and all manner of bizarre weather events, and this should include 5 straight days of rain and cold or even absolutely staggeringly great weather for the entire event.
Wow. That sounds totally whack.
Yes, and number 4. The playa brings out the best and worst in people, sometimes vacillating between the two in alarmingly short periods. Who are you thinking of camping with? I have dealt with numerous crises with people in my camps in the past 5 years, and I have some advice for you that you ignore at your own risk. This is where the subsection.
I'm listening.
Number 4, Section A. Does your camp have dues? Does your camp have responsibilities? Do not invite people to stay in your camp unless they understand what those responsibilities will be. Many people regard Burning Man as one giant goddamn dope party and fuck fest, goddamn it, and they will not be dissuaded in their determination to squeeze every second of dope in and fucking out of the experience. Dishes. What you talking about? Willis. Gridding. I got your grid right here. Sometimes this approach to the playa is welcome, but will it be welcome in your camp?
Shit. Oh my god, is DJ Bassnectar going to be there? His hair is so pretty.
What kind of a question is that? Which brings us to number 4, Section B. Short attention span central. That's the playa in a nutshell. It's hot and loud and nobody gets any sleep. Plus there are a lot of bright shiny things. We joke in my camp that people at Burningman are like ferrets on crack, like okay, man, I'll go get that ice. Gonna grab the wagon in the cooler and holy shit will you look at that, wow, what a fabulous looking swing. Hey, look at those people, oh my god, what are they doing, hee hee hee. Wow, that looks like fun, I love my new friends. And before you know it, the wagon's gone, and it's been 7 hours since you sent him to go get ice.
Whoa, that would totally suck.
Yes, it does. Number 4, Section C. Does everyone in your camp have a full history of mental stability? Probably not. We are all a bunch of freaks and freakouts are part of being freaks. That being said, nobody should be on the playa unless there is someone camped in close proximity that will be able to step up to the plate when things get rough for them. Make no mistake, it's harsh out there. And that harshness can make you have a pretty bad time sometimes. Nothing wrong with it, it happens. It's a natural result of the event. Everyone has moments of bad times out there. But you had better have someone who's more willing to sit in your tent and take care of you than run around like a ferret on crack. Part of being in someone's camp is being part of their support network. Tell them to drink water. Tell them to calm down. Tell them to put on sunscreen. Help them take a break. If there is someone in your camp who does not have that kind of connection with any of you, they should not be in your camp, and you should not have invited them to join you.
That reminds me of that time we were at DISORI, and we let this lawyer from our inn camp with us in '08.
And here's number 4, Section D. Special RV section. Take my advice. Please, please, don't argue with me. Do not share an RV with someone you are not close to. Don't do it. Money, issues of space, issues of boundaries, equipment issues. Not to mention the politics of the toilet. Just don't do it. It is better to spend a week in a dusty tent than to split an RV with strangers. I really cannot stress that enough.
I would just tell the people I was sharing the RV with that they can use the porta potties if they give me any crap.
Oh. That reminds me. Rule number 5. Don't fuck with anyone's burn. Everyone's doing their own thing, and the beauty of this is that it gives you a chance to do the same. But if you can't do your thing without fucking with other people's things, you should seriously reconsider attending the event. Don't tell people to stop dancing. Don't bitch at people when the art is bad, or gets in the way, or is offensive to you. Don't tell off other burners because they are not doing it right. Be open, and supportive, and curious, and encouraging. Even to the megaphone people, because inside every asshole with a bullhorn is a frightened puppy looking for love. Can't deal? Stay home. Fight the Republicans. Watch the grass grow.
Is it very expensive?
Are you fucking kidding me? That brings us to rule number 6. It's really, 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 really expensive to attend the event. Even if you hitchhike out there and mooch off of other people's food, water, and sunscreen, you still need to buy your ticket, and your shit will be broken, and you'll need to fix it. Is it really worth it for you to spend that kind of cash? You could buy a really nice computer or some heirloom furniture with the amount of money many people spend per person on playa. Think about it. And finally,
Wow. We're at number 7 already?
yes, finally, number 7. Drugs and alcohol. Sure, nobody in this tribe does drugs. And nobody we know does drugs. But they're there. And if you've got a problem with the presence of substances, this is not the event for you. Because even if your camp is a drug-free zone, as all of our camps are, you will still have to deal maturely and pleasantly with people who are indulging their little heads off. Also, you will see all manner of booze everywhere, and all manners of indulging that too. People drink, they fight, they yell, they barf. There are times when Burning Man feels like one giant great big party. If that's not your scene, you'll feel out of your element and you'll be miserable. Think before you go. You might just want to stay home.